The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 21. Check four. Hey, alert three.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second and 12, Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
11.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On second down, a run with Breida. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 60 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Brees. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Eddie weapon. Watch out. Shift. Check 3.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Brees. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From midfield, here's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? A solid stiff arm. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
And they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Quit talking about it.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. 54 miles. Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down. Check 99, check 99. Undercut, undercut, undercut.
Kamara. And running running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Running with Kamara. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now Breeze on the bootleg. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now it's Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They run forward with Breida, and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
earlier. Who this is?
Yeah, my fault. Yeah. I'm trying to see what. My fault. I'm in one right now. That's why I was trying to hurry.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Hey, but look. But why would I put $30 in there?
3rd and long, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I ain't gonna lie, he could go. Pick that Smith up on there. I talked to your girlfriend. She said she didn't get smashed.
Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down.
Yes, that is. That's her wife, nigga. Yes, that is.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So that'll back him up 5.
Here we go. Black 80! Black! Hey, let's go.
They run with Breida. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Here we go.
They run again with Breida. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Here we go. 180! 65, 55. Check. 61, matchbox, lights.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
General West.
On first down, here's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Toss play, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Mike, ready? You ready? Hey, come on now,
Now Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
To throw is Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Back now here in Santa Clara. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Nice move at the 40. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Here's Breeze to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Breeze. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Breeze going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Under 10. 10. Say. Kill.
Here's Mostert. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Jordan, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Here we go, Charles. 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28.
Here we go. 65.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman down to the 25. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
One, Omaha.
This is Breida. And some room to work. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right back to him on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red. Home as we say so long from Santa Clara.